Good morning, you strong, resilient people of the Shield Wall Nation. This is your daily report. Before I give it to you, please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, share the channel to your family, your friends, your enemies. I don't care. Share it and have them subscribe as well. We are going to start off with the COVID facts. Right now, global cases, we have 13,835,801. Global deaths, 589,578. Global recoveries, 8,237,284. U.S. cases, we got 3,656,819. U.S. deaths, 140,588. U.S. recoveries, 1,661,097. The number of states requiring masks are continuing to grow, and the governor of Georgia overrode the local mask mandates. No local action can be more or less restrictive than the state's restrictions, and the governor has determined that local mask mandates are unenforceable. So Georgians are strongly encouraged to wear masks in public. And then Governor Newsom of California has banned all indoor church services to at least 30 counties, even in-home Bible studies and fellowships. There has been a compromise in unemployment benefits expected in the next coronavirus relief package. The extra $600 a week in unemployment benefits that was part of the CARES Act is set to expire in less than 2 weeks. So that's why I think a lot of people don't want to get off unemployment. I mean, you get unemployment plus an additional $600 a week. That additional $600 a week is just about as much as most people earn on minimum wage. So not only getting their paycheck, but they're getting more than what they got in their paycheck because of unemployment. So yeah, I would love to stay unemployed if that was the case. But no, I'm what they call an essential worker. I work every day. I get exposed to people with the coronavirus. So whoop-de-frickin' do. If you don't get in 2 weeks, go back to work if you can. If you can. Let's see. Due to all these chaos going on in this country of ours, there's been regarding a traffic weapons part seizures. It appears that the consensus has been reached. Multiple large illegal shipments of weapon parts from China to the U.S. were destined for riots across the nation. FBI has been looking into Chinese involvement in the nationwide riots. So China is trying to once again cause dissension within our country and helping out, because it happened back in 1996 that there was Chinese dealers were doing markups for illegal weapons. So there's that. So aren't we getting it? Do we want other countries' involvements in bringing down this country, or do you want to get our heads out of our asses, get back together, and fucking fight off these insurgents? Everyone's worrying about Russian collusion. Now there's Chinese collusion as well. But I guess that don't matter, right? Here's another fun little fact. Seattle's Office of Civil Rights had a training session for the city's white staff to instruct them in their compliancy in a system of white supremacy. It included instructions on how to undo their whiteness, on the assumption that all white people have an implicit bias, which they must overcome. Yeah. Seattle, you can go fuck yourself. See, multiple Twitter accounts of prominent figures were hacked in a Bitcoin scam, including those of Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Michael Bloomberg, Benjamin Netanyahu, sorry I mispronounced the name, and more. The wider effects of this breach are not yet known at the time of the writing. That's dangerous. It says anarchist media outlet It's Going Down published an article claiming that Black Lives Matter movement has been compromised. What started as a spontaneous, leaderless, black-led class revolt has been thoroughly co-opted by opportunists, many of whom are sanctioned by the state, writes the anonymous author. Another claim the current cultural revolution has compromised the liberal activists' desired notoriety through protests, attempting to soften the face of anarchism by discouraging vandalism during protests, and trying to shape the protests by directing blacks in the front of the march formations. This has diluted the decentralized destructive power of mobs instead of just letting the lumpen proletariat carried out by revolutionary potential, writes the author. So basically, it's the internal fracturing is causing this death of this revolutionary movement. Anyways, while the years of the big push on Black Lives Matter seems to be successful, we're learning it's really not. It's in fact having a negative effect. So let's talk about reparations. The city council, I mentioned this in another video. The city council in Asheville, North Carolina voted unanimously to provide reparations for the descendants of slaves and issued an official apology for the city's historical role in slavery. The reparations will be in a form of a budget allocation towards increasing minority home ownership and access to affordable housing, increasing minority business ownership and career opportunities, strategies to grow equity and generalization of wealth, closing the gaps in healthcare, education, employment, and pay, neighborhood safety, and fairness within criminal justice. The city councilman, Keith Young, one of the two black members of the council, said, "Hundreds of years of black blood spilt has basically fills the cups we drink from today. Simply not enough to remove the statues." So while they're falling short on direct payments, which probably a lot of them wanted, this is a significant development in the first level of government to enact race-based reparations. That's the first ones I've seen. I don't know if there ever has been before, but this one is the first one I've noticed, and so there's that. So there's another thing coming out of the NFAC's leader, Grandmaster J. Let me get this organized here. So here's something else coming out of the NFAC. The leader, Grandmaster J, announced in a video that he will call for another Black Guns formation in Louisville, Kentucky. This one being 10 times larger than the Stone Mountain March earlier this month. We don't know what 10 times larger is because the numbers are all over the place. Media said 200 to 500. Grandmaster J said 1,200 with an additional 200 to 400 on standby. So we really don't know. He said we'll be getting... he will begin those efforts in the state governor if the state governor and city government do not act more expediently in the prosecution of officers that allegedly killed Breonna Taylor in March during the execution of the no-knock warrant. He also stated that unless they act, Kentucky is going to make history and is going to see the largest influx of black people with weapons come into their... Oh, this is him quoting. He also stated, unless Kentucky is going to make history, to, quote, see the largest influx of black people with weapons coming into your state and come into your city, end quote. Additionally, he threatened that, quote, all you Jim Bourbon whiskey drinking motherfuckers are living in a new age and are dealing with a whole different group of black people, end quote. In a final warning, Jay said that he, quote, can't hold all these motherfuckers back, and that you don't want street justice in your streets. So basically he's calling for violence in the streets. I mean, that's what I've been saying. He, either one of two things, has an agenda to kill people and has a race war agenda, or he's just speaking out of his ass and he has no idea what he's doing and he's just talking out of emotion, or he's just feeding his people what they want to hear. This goes back to his very first video in Stone Mountain, where he called out white people, called out white militias, the Boogie Boys, 3%ers, come out in the streets, once again wanting a race war. Then he like I said, he went on a interview and said, no, I didn't say that. I didn't say we wanted a race war. We like white people, blah, 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 blah. We didn't say we wanted Texas, when he did. Now he's going back on saying that he do want street justice in your streets. Threaten all you Jim Bourbon drinking motherfuckers are living in a new age and dealing with a whole different group of black people. Why is he calling out white people again? So he wants a race war. That's what he wants. And I bet he's going to go on another interview and deny this bullshit. Is NFAC looking to become once again another terrorist group in America? Sounds like it. Look up the definition of terrorism. In fact, I'll put the definition down below. And tell me NFAC isn't that. Tell me Antifa isn't that. Tell me Black Lives Matter isn't that. I'll wait. America's not going to wake up. Everyone's all about themselves. Well, white people never cared about us. Boo, boo. What do you mean white people never cared about you? Before black people are allowed to vote, who voted for you to have that right? White people. You can't say women. Women didn't have the right. White men. Yeah, people do shitty things of all colors. It's not right. But to go and call out an entire race based off of a few shitty people, kind of like, I don't know, saying all cops are bad based off of a few shitty people. I mean, we can do that with every race in every country in this entire world. Everyone is bad, therefore everyone should just die. Hey, there was a few bad Germans. Let's just kill all the Germans because they're all bad people. No. Hey, Russia's a communist country. All of them are bad because of those few bad people. All of them are bad. Hey, black people are bad too. All of them are bad now because they killed a few people. See how this works? Oh, I'll probably be a racist for that. But you see how that works? Not all people are bad based off a few. Until you can get your heads out of your asses about that, they're just ignorant and stupid. So to call out all white people based off of a few cops, this is supposed to be about police. So why are you calling out all white people? What's your agenda? Oh, we're gonna march into Louisville, Kentucky about the police killing, but we're calling out all white people. What? That makes zero sense. It just shows your true face, your true colors. You showed your hand. Your agenda is a race war. Don't go lying to us. We're not stupid. Anyways, send more death threats down below. That don't bother me. Following this, Shield Wall Nation, stay strong, stay resilient. Shield Wall up.